Farm Trust is all about making healthy local food more accessible in both rural and urban areas. And I am joined today by Chef Leressa Rucker, the newly appointed executive pastry chef, to talk about the role and show off some of the skills that got her here. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Tell me why Carolina Farm Trust was a nice fit for you.
So I came across Carolina Farm Trust just looking for another job, got laid off, had to work at a brewery, which was fun. But Carolina Farm Trust reminds me of home. I grew up on a farm. Everything's local, everything's organic, and I believe that's just the mission that anyone should have. So that's why I came along.
That's a nice fit. Tell me a little bit about what you're going to make today.
So I'm going to make a peach grilled pound cake plate up. So it's a grilled pound cake, ever so grilled nicely by my sous chef, Chef Tab. We're going to have a bourbon peach compote. We're going to have whipped cream with rum in it, and then we're going to have spiced pecans on top.
Yes, please, to all of it. Let's do it. Where do you start with this baby?
So we're going to make the peach compote first. It's just going to be some butter and brown sugar in there.
I love, this is why I love being around pastry chefs. Look at this butter. This is not the butter you get in the grocery store. This is a massive, massive pound of butter. I love it. I love it. Yeah, the butter kind of gives it, what, the fatness, the flavor?
Yeah, it just, butter smooths it out.
Okay.
And I love baking with butter. I'm from the deep south, so everything got butter in it and sugar.
While that butter's melting, what have you been able to, you've been at Carolina Farm Trust, what, 4 months you said?
Yes.
What have you experienced in that time?
It's been a good experience, I guess I would say.
Yeah.
So we've learned a lot just about organic produce and working with local farmers and dairy farmers, and so it's just been interesting to learn how it affects them, the impact on just so close to home farming, and then even just having that great product that's just a little bit more healthy coming out to the community. So that's a lot that we've learned.
And reaching communities that might not always be able to get that kind of stuff. Love that. Love that. Okay, this is like so yummy and sizzling. There's that, you know, you can smell butter melting, and it's always that first hint that something good is coming your way.
Yes.
For sure. What comes next?
So we're going to put brown sugar in it, and we're just going to make a slight caramel sauce with that.
Is that light brown or dark brown?
It doesn't really matter, but this is light brown.
Okay. And that's really all it takes to make a light caramel sauce?
Yes.
Just a little bit of butter and a little bit of brown sugar.
So we're going to let this bubble up a little bit, and then we're going to add our peaches, and then we'll add the bourbon at the last.
Talk to me about peaches at this time of year.
So peaches are fresh. They are in season. A lot of people think that peaches are for fall, which a lot of us do. But these peaches really come in summer. So now we got our
really
caramel sauce going.
Okay. Yeah, it just bubbled up, and now it's getting all thick.
Oh, lots back there.
You know it's good when Jordan, who's behind the camera, when a sound like that happens, he just gives it a smile. A smile and a nod.
Let that cook down a little bit. We can add more peaches if we want.
Yes, get them in there. And while that's doing, tell me about the pound cake, because this is, like you were right, beautifully grilled.
So we have a cream cheese pound cake, vanilla bean, and then my sous chef, Chef Tab, that you saw running around here earlier, with ultimate precision, grilled those pound cakes.
They're beautiful.
Thank you.
They're beautiful. What's going in there now?
So a little bit of spiced rum.
Okay.
Or bourbon, depends on what you want.
Okay.
And then we just let it cook down a little bit.
So do you want the peaches to get, I mean, there's probably a fine line between mushy and soft.
So I want them to be soft. So we first concassate our peaches, which just means that when you have a whole peach with the skin on, you sort of make a little cut at the bottom of the peach. Then you boil it in hot water, blanch it in cold water, peel the skin off.
Really?
And that keeps it, that gives it its color and all that good stuff.
Nice.
So that is good to go.
Okay.
Makes its own caramel sauce, and so now we're just going to plate up the peach, not the peach.
Beautiful. This looks good.
We're going to take a little bit of our sauce here.
Tell me again, what's the pound cake vanilla what?
Vanilla bean pound cake. It's got a little lemon extract in it, little rum. Little rum.
Just look. We
Just
got to
a
get
little
through
of
Monday.
everything.
Getting us through Monday. That's all.
And then we're going to put, our caramel sauce on top.
Oh my goodness, look at that.
So this is a rum caramel sauce made by my pastry assistant, Demaria.
Wow.
And that's good right there. It's good by itself right there. But we're going to put some pecans on top here.
Oh my gosh.
And then we're going to do a little whipped cream.
Well, while you're finishing that off, because we're running out of time.
Gotcha.
I want to go ahead and put all the information for Carolina Farm Trust up on the screen. You can learn more about the mission. Follow them on Instagram, Facebook as well. Any events, any things that they have coming up, it will all be there. Of course, you know, they're always partnering with local farms and doing some really cool stuff. That's homemade whipped cream right there.
Mm-hmm.
It is beautiful. I'm going to get in there and taste it in just a little bit. Jorge will fight me for it, so I will share, I promise. Thank you, Chef, for being here. We appreciate it.
Thank you so much.
Great